Welcome to Centinela de Cristo.
Blessings, this is Pastor Luis Luciano from Oklahoma. Tuesday, April 15. Hosea's harlot wife. God's request of the prophet Hosea may be one of the strangest assignments ever given to one of his servants, marry a harlot, on purpose. But God was using Hosea to help us understand, from his own perspective, the pain of human sin and rebellion. God had lovingly chosen a wife, Israel, who repeatedly cheated on him, and yet, astonishingly enough, he took her back and restored her. Compare Hosea chapter 1, verse 2, Hosea chapter 3, verse 1, Revelation chapter 17, verse 1 and 2, and Revelation chapter 18, verse 1 to 4. What is the harlotry mentioned here? What lessons can the Christian church learn from the story of Hosea? In what ways has the church repeated the sins of the Old Testament? The Bible reveals that the errors of Israel in the Old Testament will be largely repeated by Christ's New Testament church. God's covenant people went wildly astray prior to their exile, bringing the idolatrous practices of neighboring nations into God's covenant nation. Concerned over the growing rift within the church over Arius ideas, Constantine both convened and intervened in the Council of Nicaea. Christopher A. Hall, How Arianism Almost Won. Christianity Today, 2008. In each case, God's people wandered outside of their relationship with him in order to find solution for perceived problems. God's choice of words makes it seem obvious that he is not only trying to show us what we've done wrong, but how it makes him feel. Those who have been betrayed by a spouse can begin to grasp the feelings of devastation that our infidelity to Christ might stir in the courts of heaven. Perhaps the most amazing part of Hosea's story is the lens to which the prophet went to redeem his wayward wife. When we see the final cry to humanity, calling God's people to come out of Babylon, it is noteworthy that he is calling his own people and not strangers. He knows them intimately. He loves them. And as the world pitches towards its worst hour, he is still offering the redemption price that he had paid in order to purchase us back with his own blood. The cross of Christ, more than anything else, should show us just how earnestly the Lord wants to save his wayward people. What are the ways today that any church, even our own, can be delaying with spiritual fornication?